from a golf and wildlife estate in Johannesburg, and welcome to Top Billing. It's only a few hours to go until we commemorate Dr. Madiba's contributions to our nation's culture of peace, kindness and freedom. Our location tonight emulates one of his most endearing qualities, that of kindness, and in this instance to the environment.
This house is the ultimate silver lining to a dark cloud. Brett Mask set out to build it using greener building technologies. But when his contractor proved to be in over his head, Brett took over, learned the techniques, and his business is now at the leading edge of sustainable building.
Thank you so much for having us in your home. You look like a man who's well pleased with where he lives.
Absolutely. We initially bought the stand just as an investment and decided to hire an architect who we've built a number of houses for before to design us a spec house. And from the minute we actually saw the concept drawing, we absolutely fell in love with it and then decided for it to become our family home.
Well, I can't wait to meet the architect who designed this masterpiece.
Please come inside.
It was on a walkthrough of two of Andrew Payne's designs on this estate that Brett knew he'd found the blueprint for what his green home could look like. One with a style that fits the trends of 2014, yet is suited to the South African lifestyle.
So knowing this family as well as you do, how did you go about designing a home that would be perfect for them?
We have one of the best climates in the world. So ideally it was about creating a beautiful northeast garden and then having a home that wraps around that beautiful garden. We had the opportunity on this home to use an interesting building material, not traditional brick, but it's polystyrene block that you then fill with concrete. So some people might say it's a polystyrene home. It's not, it's a concrete home, but it's really well insulated.
Really looking at a way of being able to build homes less expensive and less time consuming, and at the same time creating a sustainable living environment because you're using less energy to heat the homes.
Crisis became opportunity when Brett had to take over the project and learn about the polystyrene and concrete technique. This shift in building, Brett says he couldn't have done without his business partners and brothers, Rory and Sean.
Working with your brothers, some would say it's an absolute dream come true. Others would say, what a nightmare.
It's definitely got its challenges, like any other business does. But, you know, we all think alike and we've got a good support structure. It's like working with your two best friends.
Sean, what was it like knowing that you were building this home for your brother and his family to move into? It must have been special.
Being my brother's house allowed us to make more mistakes and to work. And that's why we did it. We did it as a guinea pig house. We didn't have the confidence, we didn't have the know-how to build it for a client. The only way, to do it was to do it for my brother. And, then it's his own money, it's his own mistakes. If he couldn't move in at the end of the day, it was down to him. It was his own fault, it's not ours.
Their sense of humour served them well during the process, including Brett's wife Tracy, who along with her husband designed all the interiors.
Tracy, the kitchen really is the heart of the home. What makes yours especially more so?
I think the most important thing is I wanted everything close by. I wanted it all to be easy, accessible. And also for it to be homely. We do like to entertain a lot, and therefore I feel with the islands here, in contact with everybody that's sitting over there. And all in all, everything's close by and easily accessible.
What parts of the kitchen are eco-friendly?
All of our appliances are energy efficient appliances. The taps are all water-wise taps. But the main green elements in the kitchen and throughout the home is complete LED lighting, and all the water, hot water generated in the home, is all done purely by solar.
Well, this is favourite part of the house, number one. What's number two?
Ursula, the place probably where we spend most of our time is right through this way.
Awesome.
The star of this minimalist TV room is a closed-system fireplace which burns wood efficiently.
Hi guys! This is undoubtedly the magnet to this room, especially in winter.
Absolutely, Ursula. This is definitely our most favourite part of the house. As you can see, in winter it doubles as our warm little cave, and in summer it just leads out onto the garden, and it's definitely where we spend most of our time.
I'll tell you what, with the cold snap we're experiencing, this is where I'd want to be in winter as well.
Absolutely.
The construction hat feature, like most of the art here, is based on the repurposing of discarded items.
Ursula, the graffiti is just a fun piece. And we wanted to show, that graffiti can actually be a legitimate art form and doesn't necessarily just have to be used, to deface and to vandalize buildings.
I take it you are quite the pair of graffiti fans then.
We just love all sorts of art, man. We've got a graffiti piece here. We've got a beautiful piece in our guest bathroom that says, "Don't forget to be awesome." So we just love different types of art.
One of many positive messages that permeate throughout. Continuing the green theme, Brett popped into nearby reclaim yards for more decor inspiration for his home.
Is it fair to say that you're a fan of art and also a fan of the 3 R's?
Absolutely, Ursula. Reduce, reuse, recycle. This piece in particular is actually made from a reclaimed boat, and a lot of the pieces in the house are actually made from old building material, old pieces of wood that we found lying around. And again, just to show people that, you don't have to actually spend a lot of money on art.
For the Masks, this house has been a university of eco-friendly building, and the brothers are currently designing another house on the estate, using all the know-how mastered here.
Brett, having learned what you have about this industry over the years, what would your advice be to new entrants?
Each project comes with its own new set of challenges, but also very rewarding to actually see something come off a piece of paper into this beautiful space.
No doubt about that. Thank you so much for having us in your home, Tracy.
Thank you for being here, Ursula.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.